Alright guys, so we're back here for another video this week. We're going to review our MIP tool set we got for Christmas. If anybody watched the How to Clean Your RC Without Water series, you know we've had these for a little while now, well, since December 25th. And they're a great tool set, they really are. They're better than I thought they were going to be. Um, you can see I've got the wrapping on there, 2.5 mil. Um, Beautiful amber handles. MIP online, that's all they say. Keeping it simple. And little use on the tip there, but nothing crazy. Um, yeah, I mean, they're made out of some of the best steel. I've heard they're made out of drill bit steel instead of tool steel, so they stay sharp and stay very, very precise for a long time. I mean, professional RC drivers use them, so I mean, that says a lot. Um, I do know of people who use them, and race very, very, seriously, and they do wear them out. The 2 millimeter gets used a lot. Like if you have anything with a 2.5, 2, and 1.5 millimeter screw set, you use the 2 millimeter more often than anything else. And so yeah, the tip on that bad boy will wear out a little quicker than anything else. But yeah, so in the package you get the wrenches, the wrench wraps, which is a little piece of like paper, little cylinder. You slide over, and then you get a piece of clear shrink wrap that you put over that, and then you can use a lighter or a heat gun or whatever to shrink down the shrink wrap, and it sort of keeps it on there really nice so that they don't fall off. And then everything's color coded, so you know which driver you're grabbing. Obviously, the 1.5 millimeter one is a little smaller. Um, Before, the 2 millimeter one used to be the same size as the 1.5, but they put it up because you do use this one and this one the most, so they made them the same size. And then also in the package you get an MIP sticker, just like everything else. So yeah, we're really pleased with these tools. They've really worked great. I haven't had to do any huge teardowns with them yet, but I do sort of welcome the experience. It's going to be a lot more fun than using Allen keys like I have in the past, or we had a really cheap set from like basically Harbor Freight in our area, and it was like $12, and it worked for like probably the first week, and then the bits just started getting worn out. So when I came around to buying new tools, it was like spend $30 like now, and then spend it again in about a year because the tips are gonna be worn out because they're just the Dynamite RC ones, or buy these ones and then not have to worry about it for like 3 or 2.5 years from now, because they're made so high quality, and just a really great driver overall. The one thing with these that you wouldn't expect is that they don't have like a lifetime warranty or anything like that. They're a really high quality tool, but unlike Snap-on or like Craftsman or whatever in the car industry, they don't back it no matter what. I think there's probably like a limited warranty at the start, but nothing too crazy. Um, I know you can get it sent back to MIP to be reground to get the tip back, but that costs money. It's probably more, especially because we're in Canada. It's probably more than it's worth because I think they're down in like California or so in the States. So for us to do that, it would just be easier and a lot more cost effective to just buy a whole new set, which go for about $50 in Canada right now. The dollar's really changing a lot lately, so at our local hobby shop we order from the States, and so therefore our prices are highly affected by what the dollar is compared to the US dollar. So right now they're at about $47, so by the time you have tax and stuff, it's like a 53 or something dollar tool set for 3 screwdrivers, which is kind of a lot, but like I said already, it's one of those things you're going to spend it again in like 2.5 years instead of one, or depending on even how often you use it, 6 months. And also the handles on these drivers are quite large. They're very nice to hang on to, and compared to like the aluminum gnarled kind of thing like the Dynamite RC have, or even Huddies I've seen, it's a lot more comfortable. It's smooth plastic, so you think you'd have a lot of slippage, but there's very deep grooves in the plastic, as you can see. So and also this it just, you can have a really great hand on them. They don't slip, they don't slide. I've used the aluminum ones at work before for, doing repairs for customers, and your hands do get, I wouldn't say irritated, or like, they don't like bleed or anything, but it's definitely, your hands get sensitive after a while just to that. I found the same thing with Allen keys when I was using those too. The pads of your fingers would get very sore. Um, so that's another thing to take into account. The gnarled aluminum ones are probably easier for them to crank out because they don't have to mold the plastic onto the driver and everything. They can just, make an aluminum blank or whatever, and then on a CNC or mass produce it that way. But they're a lot less comfortable for the user, I find. And then also, with these, the tips are just $1,000,000 compared to, quality wise. So if you're looking for a nice tool set, get the MIPs. You won't have to worry about it. But even like, I haven't used these since that video we made. So it's been a while, really. But I think it's worth it because of how seldom we do use them. I'll probably have these tools forever. And if I do end up replacing them, it'll be a metric tool set again. It's not going to be a different company, unless they go out of business, which I don't see happening because they sell a lot of upgrades, and anyone who knows what their hardened steel upgrades go for, which is like, it's like $75 for like 2 drive shafts, say, for my slash 4x4. So I'd spend like hundreds of dollars on just getting all 4 corners upgraded to a full steel drive shaft, and then probably end up blowing out my diff or something because it's so strong. But so yeah, they don't seem to be going out of business, that's for sure. So yeah, we're gonna stick this sticker proudly on our toolbox and enjoy our tools. If you're looking for something that is comparable, I know that Huddy makes a really good tool set. I have done no research on what brand or what tier or whatever they what would exactly compare that they make, but I know, yeah, they make a really good tool set also. I don't even know if they make a plastic handled version or what, but yeah, they're also a good bet. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.